yeah, Mamunina Josa Damasibium Samajibre Semoshe Agradaa on Adom TV or Multi TV. So, Midomine Kobna Santi. It's the next 48 minutes. Yeah, discussing what the various parties the entertainment industry, which is a creative industry. No, yeah, Shasen now what you say na Adeba Kwa Debi American say one of the industries are a pillar for Omaino Kanko. You might be wondering, but probably at the right time, I bet you didn't hear a pillar and none or minor. Wait, Mama, yet me pray. Matters about job creation, matters about talent, matters about generation of money. This industry, provided all those things. Me don't mind any Kwabna Sante, and yeah, twice with Rex Omar and Afi Yenya Sokri Safo Rex Omar a betray Trimponi Susuye the ruling National Democratic Congress so under the creative industry ebe pija akọ baby as on the course as na so Christopher so be situation one position the new Patriotic Party so say one nya kwanya aba bema the ombe ama the creative industry of Debi Adam this industry me was super interest because the potential there has not been harnessed properly at all, probably a number 10 or 15% of what we are supposed to. It's a local try and sacred much champagne for, and then we'll do a fact checker of Nkoma Ebedi Wahamzi. Ye bar straight into action. They didn't come. I'm sure. So Benya Kwenya and Konano Dana, it was a lot of text messages on my phone. Akwenya to also share your view, bring in your suggestion. Ye Kwaba, Eba Idi and Komansa.
Now, make can you say? One will say, music is for musicians. Creative arts is far broader than only music. So what I say, Saturn now we didn't even have Creative Arts Council. Government didn't have how to do any organization you'll be dealing with. So he dealt with music. Also will be setting up friends say Creative Arts Council. What we have already done, they are dreaming to come and do. I just don't understand it. First and foremost, setting up a ministry
for that.
And after you set up the ministry, as I said,
ministry. An ineffective ministry. An ineffective ministry. Very weak ministry. Not reflective of the challenges.
Why? An ineffective ministry is better than non-ministry. Because then you need
you have been acknowledged.
We have been acknowledged. So now the ministry is there.
And do you know how much they are bringing in? If every tourist is to spend $100, and by records we have about $800,000 tourists coming to Ghana every year. The records are there, and each person is to even spending $100. Before President Kufuor the cultural policy by signing into law for over 14 years I'm dealing with the copyright sector and all this over 30 years I'm our industry challenge back one meaning say piracy name piracy in koso are the bia ye say you need a court dedicated to piracy ufa nipa no the court now sometimes the judges over there no you need to even educate them sometimes.
Okay, so we are back. So Chris Safona for Rexoma and maybe didn't come in, but probably and then me per wrap up on what these various parties will do to help us probably minimize piracy. Two, get standard venues for programs. And I think probably will end up on recognition. So the bear or mind be recognize the essence and the importance of the creative art industry in Jimbe for Mamu in Akwaba. Well, so Chris Mamensha said also on one kasamu own as an industry, more no kakra just to fight this issue of piracy. Now, moi okwan biaso. Kwan be na the new Patriotic Party nyame yo Adom amomaba. Ombe kwentia sa enshishe no. Ama eswate anano abrese kra.
Well, let me say that Meti Hansi, me a member of the National Anti-Piracy Team. A law, copyright law. No. In the law, there's a National Anti-Piracy Team. Me a member. Minia Rexin, so Gamro. Is it an JCMO? Is a member of the
Joint
JCMO.
Committee of the Gamro.
Yeah. So when it comes to the fight for copyright, behind the scenes, you free hands here, you ni madia I see ye. Adia ba ko make say ye here, and only the court no. Nti no dear make say nyame Adom.
The establishment of courts.
Yes.
To fight piracy and other challenges in the industry.
Yeah, because unim make say adia ba ko ehun hia say see beka see ye seminar workshops for anti-piracy. Minia.
Ade.
Yeah. The BI Kotinawa. I'm telling you.
Preacher.
Me sure say ye Kotinawa. The last one I may call organized by John Mensa Sapon. Me come catch you say masa ade we ye nyina from A to Z in some way beka nyina ye nim. Obi achu ni baba. But ye be ye ebe spend this car ho kwa. Because workshops we ya seminars ya pirates nso e wo streets nso no wo. E no mo pe. Because instead see a bet you on near Cotina there when you see workshops the crown Paris no more maybe. Yan yet now among ourselves, we are near chair sitting allowance nipper DM near money. What do you see? Meanwhile, we can use a fraction of that money. The renting hotels, feeding near money, yeah, the organizer could street so aquachium. And ye cochuum so what next? Who didn't go Gina court? You better go come near to Asheda, no akofa lawyer, no sa ube withdraw baby and wapaba. Me kai pass him in your baku, Mustafa, your friend is saying, Adams, or no year distributors president. One day of free court no frame of Semasa, 7 hours can Matthias here, pa me ma court ni bium. No decades back when for over 6 months. Pirates no lawyer. Or no so akofa lawyer. Well, you know, see a court now. Masa,
specifically for that.
Yes. Send me a one motor court, commercial court, and no near be contempt.
Okay, but if we say court, secondly, enough deterrent.
Secondly, I dear ba me feel so say e was here. O share your friend is saying your manifesto no more. Moving forward, let me just say it. Yeah, I say how do you call it? My friend is saying logging ne hun niema ne logging any sa share no wo e ade ade ba why wo boys here tonton CDs ne niema wo omo parity wo your friend
traffic municipal
no circle
yeah to the honum
omo twetwema me
circle yeah tip to honum no
yeah now omo pedwuma ye this technology aba yamanfo nso ewo means bia omo phones omo hia ayi wo so I didn't try yentimi en device system bi won under this login the yentre e no be share ho no one way ye be fa near the streamline na e bia ombetua bibi kakra won ni amom system bia so twe rexoma enwom 10 na ubetimi account for say
how you do that?
Oh, there are softwares that you can use if you streamline
have you
it.
Thought through? Yeah. Software is not failure.
Oh, see,
no, because this is it. Point is that what court we are able to establish court genuinely. in fighting piracy.
Good.
I think it's one of the best.
Yeah.
But another issue of generating money or avoiding piracy or making money out of even a pirated products is that you want to devise a means through a software. Which
there can be a software, or there is a software, how many downloads, what am I saying, of a particular
song. You're dealing with Ghana.
You are dealing with Ghana. We are human beings here. Ghana. Yeah, we are human beings here. There are human beings in America. There are human beings in India, China, everywhere.
But the difference is that those areas that you are mentioning, only in a circle, other rights in China and Junso. But in Ghana, we just other rights anymore.
And you're doing something here. Can you
I'm giving you a scenario. To anyhow, it will fit in easily.
I'm telling you, say, if you know how baby are Indian a developer Dria, Abia 20 years ago, almost started from point A and could do point B. What am I saying? In this year, started crap on your software. No, not even yet me register omo. Yet me register omo. Now you say, nipa 220 Abia every month. Omutuya sikakakra.
Who are going to be the managers of these in our country?
But
how effective?
Gamro is there. That is their job. But they need assistance. They need a backing. What am I saying? Send up Sanyama we bet me a juma. What am I saying?
But share determined front now. You know my thought is for you to be bringing. It's like we are not structured. We are
structured. I near my legislature. Say entertainment industry stands on 4 cylinders, 4 legs. We need talents, logistics, funding, and legislature.
Okay, so
there were talents.
Okay, so piracy, you've given us the court. Yes. Out of the piracy, you want to generate even money out of
yes. If you bring them on the mainstream and you guide them, what am I saying?
As a mobile regulatory, galamsi adwuma. And you say the other say mobile regulatory piracy by getting money out of it. That's how it comes across. Say ne ubeti matwe nyom no. Ne mu yede hihye bi begu akwa mama say nyom na wo twe ne kwa no. E say won faso de bre musician no.
Exactly.
The body.
Exactly. Unim, let me tell you, I have a testimony. We had 2 pirates omo. Omo a parity movies. And these people always cast so much. Omo parity over the years. At the end, you collapse na say you as we speak now, ejuma ben omo ye. When you try films no, you will be a friend oil. You try films ni wia na ebi ya anto, we release film ya anto. Be a year later, you will be brave go. Say sankrofo mi enu yi. Omo na omo ma iska out of it, but they used to be pirates. Ya chi omo no, me nua mo ntombo ase. Ye ni omo ntena ase, ye educate omo. Ni omo ye no, omo se adwuma we no omo pese omo ye. Instead of going for the pirated, capital no mukita no, omo chanamra the mainstream, into the no be old movies ne go a friend oil no, and no more ye. See, and also bois producers. Uche ni anto be 6 months later no, uti me de common no matter so no man no di go truck so ne niema no, and no oil.
Okay, yeah, best about Rex in the belief of the NDC no. How are you going to fight piracy? Because I could say,
me da say. Now, I'm say, me start here from the friends and ask more kind of say, so. John Dramani Mahama, Amamu Bremu, and now all cancer we say, friends say, we be on which one done and I say, friend, oil, air boy industry. Look, government creates the enabling environment so that creative industry no you can use our own intelligence based on the laws I want to do our jobs. Okay, he's talking about copyright law, a court. Go into the copyright law right now. It provides for provided for copyright tribunal. The whole situation is there's so many things. I will see that I'll set up foundation answer. Recently, the film bill has been passed in Parliament. Film bill are down for so many years. You need all these things, just like say you're setting up ministry, you're setting up a friend say interim creative arts council. Now film bill is passed. So a near says the total nakwem na a near friend say so create air canon. eno ye niema sebi o yan a creative arts industry no mo sebi nya Ghana government ena ebe kire yen said ye yen ye adwuma because Ghana government set laws ema traders are on sorry nkwachiro man opa bia de omonye
you talk about the enabling environment.
Enabling environment,
but without that environment
is the legislation now all can.
What Banwe deals with fanfare? That is what Aban is doing.
Aban doesn't deal with fanfare.
We near common intensities. We echo near that's what your government is doing.
It's not true.
For the cameras, I pleasing, I see, but not.
It's not true.
They are buying it, I don't know. But probably
let me tell you something. Are you saying that passing a film bill is a fanfare? Are you saying that you saban ye function be no invite artist or whatever to come and perform? Come foreigner.
But what my that impression is or that industry is and I say until a particular point in time.
The whole situation is since independence, a state called Ghana has not put emphasis on the creative arts. That is a fact. You cannot blame that only on John Mahama's time. Since independence, enti afei ena o my Ghana. I started time my friend say copyright law at the same time. Afei now a creative art ministry has been set up, including tourism and all that. Is one aspect. Now secondly, a film bill is passed and music for inaugurate a friend say music academy or NAFTI. Now NAFTI has been upgraded.
No, but it comes with its challenges because
I understand. There are challenges.
Talent pay degree and certificate.
No, of course.
Talent
the question is, can
you get practice with it to also go and be another whole
listen,
block?
Can you build an industry without education?
No, but I'm saying talent is key. Some talents come without education. So you only refine those talents.
Let me tell you something.
But Lumba is...
Let me tell you something. That is the biggest mistake we have in this country.
Okay.
Look, majority of Ghanaian artists or people operating in the creative industries are working based on raw talent. And raw talent has its limitations.
You top up.
When you have a talent, you must have an education, an opinion education that explains to you that you have to understand what you are doing and why you are doing what you're doing. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is why a lot of
talent isn't enough.
Talent is not enough.
Except but with certain
talent must have an underpinning education so you understand what you're doing. You have to understand the business aspect of your talent.
No talent meaning him there. How do I enter NAFTI with more academy and model? How do I enter?
Sebi in NAFTI deals with films. NAFTI deals with
wow, who said Rex? Why identify as community? Will be a binom to dear.
What if Ghana say you will be a friend apprenticeship? Obi how electrical and also another form of education. But the only thing is that form of education no you certify no.
So in this case, we better certify our talent.
Exactly. So the whole situation is me and Metosi say there are so many things I've learned on my own, and I can tell you that there are certain things I am master of it than Obi Awakohu school from degree. What I say, but because I don't have a certificate, just a paper,
a handicap
me. Meaning say it me but your system no I run it will not give you or not recognize it because you don't have a paper. So there are so many things that we have to do, but a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step.
You think you have begun the journey, NDC?
Exactly. Yeah, beginning journey. And let me tell you why I beginning journey.
Yeah, beginning journey of probably pretense, behaving as if you are with us, but that is not the case.
It's not pretense because somebody who comes and tell you, say, Mama Osika, Fanako, Fisher Organization, KPMG, no more any research, no more my own contribution krana say you better so I'm advising how government can come in and do ABC. They've done it. Now based on that, now there is a ministry set up. Based on that, film bill is passed. Based on that, Creative Art Council is being set up. Based on that, look, first Kosga was dealing with akwati say we de omo esichire nimilo egu kapum.
Kosga na bosomchiwo.
Yes, Bosompra, yeah. Kosga was a quasi-government organization and now a dealing with both books, music, film rights
so down
together.
The separation of powers.
Down the separation. 3 different a friend says specific CMOs, collective management organizations.
So
one deals with books, one deals with music, one deals with audiovisual. Okay, you separate two or more. Attorney General will have to give you a license for you to be able to operate because you are dealing with public funds. So what you say? There are so many things happening underground.
Okay, but so Christy say omodi kan na afi na mo boye. That's what it means.
And that kind
of kind is omodi kan na e bia mo no mo be so ho mo na. In some degree because they all kind under the watch of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Nyomo motivi dey go akwam no is just making sure that Dan Kwaman and this industry.
He is part of it. He is part of a friend say an ASOC which deals with audiovisual. I am part of Gamro which deals with music. Organizations no say cry recently because of that separation. So let me tell you one thing government also does. Abai ayemra say because of piracy intino. Obia bibia ye di free portal bar a record music bia no pen drive blah blah aban egi levy wo ho
me pa cho enya aban we ne ye
me say aban no listen
rolling style
rolling style no let me tell you a history because there is something you don't know very
effective.
Hold on, there is something he doesn't know. Let me tell you, rolling time ni it was done by a word of mouth. There was no law backing it.
And who drafted the law?
Okay, so just do a quick rebuttal.
If it's the one baby or the economy.
Baby, I'm the economy. I am time. MPP time. And a salon no buy. MPP time no buy. We fought for that law. MPP didn't necessarily want to do it. We fought for it.
Okay. Again, that's the difference. No, that's the difference. Who can by word of mouth? Obi by obeshem kina. So that Nipano should be giving more attention. You all can know.
And all can say MPP time. And law no buy. A president.
But it was not effective. That's what it means.
Mpacho, at the end and effective.
I see it was not effective. Omun
Mpacho, a money when an effective. Mpacho, Rex. Was there the levy? Was it not being collected?
Time bay and I set ye separate the CMOs.
Oh, Mpacho.
No. Question I mean beside time bay and separate the CMOs.
Well. Mpacho.
You see, I don't want us to be argumentative. What I'm trying to say is moving forward.
If you ask,
I want us to
ask. Let me explain. Okay, it will be better.
Now, MP for
let me tell you the reason why I make catcher say.
I'm not here to argue. And I want to avoid arguments.
Okay.
And I'm not here. I know, say, I will not be able to convince, but there are listeners out there. But there are listeners out there.
You might be able to convince all of us.
Can I qualify as so that I can continue?
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, say, MPP time, no, our industry was not their focus, and I'll tell you why. I remember very well. Say, that time now.
Is he going to do all the talking? Then I'll keep quiet or I'll leave the studio for him to because
just a minute.
That time now, MPP power Nana Akufo-Addo, Attorney General. Nana Akufo that time now or per se or back repeal offense criminal libel or no. He did it. Yeah time no. That time law na or no na ye. You could catch Nana Akufo-Addo ye meeting or say even though the law is not good, but that is the law. So we have to hold on until that law is changed. But when he wanted to repeal the criminal libel law, he did it. When the law was changed, Nana Akufo-Addo was no longer the Attorney General.
Oh, okay, so great.
MPP time now, you change the law.
No,
let's get something
right. That's the pronouncement of Nanado.
But still, that is a lie. No, that is a lie.
You can't say that's a lie.
That's a lie. Please.
Okay, hold on.
You perpetuated a lie on this program, please.
Nanado admitted say Emrano even though per the Rexicano, even though Emrano enye papa no, but Sana Emrano for now
we should go
him say
Emrano.
Nanado Emra ye di adwuma nei. Under Nanado. And oye Emra nyina. At the time omo Rex, I will commend Rex.
You don't know what you're saying.
I know, please. You were not the only one.
You don't know what you're saying.
Okay, Obi to say there be a copyright lawyer, Deva Kwan Mekan, there be a mebo Obi to say Carlos Sichi, Mabon Abaso, you Rexoma, Mebo Abaso. You did so well on it. But let's be honest with the truth here. asem na ebia oni obi ko camera asem a na ebia o de patape kwa e wa futu o de be ma at that time se also okansa it was the same person and no pushy e ma law no ye pass ye what am I say the same person you just said here you admitted say it's under MPP. What
but doesn't mean there was under Adom.
Oh, but
it was under MPP.
It wasn't, but he did so everything. And yet they didn't call parliament.
It's not
and
true.
Sunday be passing. No. Yeah, you need echo. How do you call it? Move to was it foreign affairs?
Foreign affairs ministry.
From Attorney General to foreign affairs ministry. That doesn't mean he didn't do anything. But we all know a Jumo year.
Okay.
Back and forth.
All right.
But you correct it. Back on.
Correct it.
Film bill or say yeah. Me bo minister no abaso so wait me push film bill na ko dru baby adru but winim film bill no this is not the first time I drew baby adru you the same nanado e push film bill na e mani call through all the readings e drew baby adru as we speak. Do you know say president and sign here? Are you aware president and sign here Kufuor the same thing nanado push ya mani ko drew baby adru and year you and what happened when he was about that is when he signed the copyright and the copyright ni no push here but he signed the copyright and left the film bill. Why? There was a petition from television owners that there are certain aspects of the law now which boils down on your friend is saying censorship. Your friend is saying
censorship.
No, just censorship. Yeah, there's a law. Classification. Say BBI be with TV so no. And see classification board for no normal classify and they brought the petition say look send your identity you know and pay the structure of their operations no be affect you so they send a petition and they'll say oh okay then they should take it back and discuss it again and na fofian to attack or the free abem and they say baby you do say you know so no your mom pay. Well, when you are commending and you drew and you say and more history, and say, yet nana your friends MPP did drew what must say? Me know why your industry, me your mom pay say President Beba, be your time. No about sign
your home aba probably
Baba John will be break.
Of course.
And your man and I have.
You also will be breaker. I'm sure we shall also be breaker. Auntie. We are opening the phone lines. So we say Beba be good screen so that my catch you. Now also the contribution I bring here is a question of just moving straight to the point. And now fe na beka sa so be see na obtain na say just to the point. What can be done to help the creative industry and what has been done under the watch of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and what you expect say the New Patriotic Party so munya kwanya na ombetim so aye ama Ghana creative industry no. I know it's a boys I word into Umbefre. Yakwaba. Okay, so Rexoma wa hanumna ayeso Christopher creative industry ne ho komo na yedi what the New Patriotic Party and the ruling National Democratic Congress one or Edemai Patrol join us in conversation now. 0302 211 705 equals 6 0302 211 705 equals 6. Now also for or contribution and your suggestion effort. Look man, good evening. I'm to saying. Good, you too.
The chest to Christopher. My and someone or monkey can you name na you kumasi you kumasi yenim bibia kra no minister wo da no woman no ofosu agare menim se na nse wo ba kumase e ma no mo kase o betimi aboa ama se de be ya nka creative art boy nko betimi nya dan kese ye o betimi akomu menim se e wo NDC manifesto ya 2012 de e ka so ba be si dan kese de amaye e be si ne se kumase baby and no kumasi na yetimi di ye kese power
Prempa Assembly
the Prempa Assembly hall and na ya make us a Prempa Assembly hall ya tun ya yimi ye o so mu siesie ho sika ya se ta yo so so mu siesie ho no o man enye sika kuma ebesi ne kodobo sika anu tasi sika no e so mu siesie ho ebesi ne yetimi nye
okay
and give you some sense mo say maybe I may no e so kesi kanya no me fo no so
All right, Mamendo, I said, Nana Mensa, Majoe, bringing to just straight to your point. Thank you so much, Nana Boko.
So the Safone, Resumam in the next year's town. Okay. Nancy about your market. Now, for some Buddha said, on one said, yes, and said, Nancy, you talk cities. Nika said, you talk. Your money, money. It's a matter of my answer in the top of my MP, no more, Papa, my Ghana.
Razak, assalamu alaikum. Hello, Razak. Only one in your dream.
Because of
only one in your dream.
Many people in your dream.
Minty also only one.
Many people in your dream.
Okay, Adom.
Me no, Mahu to be more or me, put them one more. Me no, Okalamuya, and yet they are mature.
Okay, we are talking about this creative industry. It's not about Eric, Majo, what you saying? Good day to Eric.
Yes, sir. Eric Kumasi.
Good.
Eric,
you too.
yo, me da so my name. Me pese me bisa ana me kama rest yes sir. Yes sir, me pese me kama rest yes sir. Some of us are watch the program no. If you want your research for asem no ka se na nado e kai no, me pese o ma me source no. E dey information on the general public. Fine na nado ka asem ni che no. No quote source me my me kwa ko as a charity. This is a critical time. I will be can name and swag better than be with me. My name's now a means to Yansache will be
oh, no, creative industry, right here. Yeah, Comodino, and Fabio, Mr. Man, yeah, entire home, is a more that kind of politics. The industry is different from the main core politics, so. The man for him could share on the area on the cry. So, Eric, Majo, Majo, upon to say, good.
No, sir.
Yamiadom Boko. Well, Mr. Menti who TV is just a Moina. Alaji, good evening.
Good evening, boss. Yeah, that's in my farm with the Ghana, mine. Media can person me come Ghana 40 years. And people for you, what you man sound. Open you my Ghana, I feel no pay you my. It's not more money I bring on. Lost share. I'm can't pay crop with your practice so many ska.
Okay, that's it. We are talking about a particular industry, a creative industry, arts and entertainment. A jump to a poet singing Nisa, Bukutrone, a Nisa, yeah, Mr. Kakwa, Befaso, and Bajina, they be away year politics bowies, are they? Person about to Shatawala and as Abiba, don't come there, and a hot fork, person, money, Yarana. Kwa Befaso, so case, but Timidi, Agini, Abba Bribia, Dama, a crack on the bottom, Nana Kai Bobo, she went to Media Kukumasi magazine. As I say. As I say, good, you too. Bible says, so didn't say, "Bayi." Mean to you, just go straight to your point. Okay, Obuase. Hello.
NDC,
my goodness.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Monka industry knows. Hello, good evening. I'm to say, Joyce. Good evening. Let's say, okay, Joyce, it's you.
Hello, good evening. I'm to say.
Oh my goodness! I don't know. Probably for the last person, then we come back to the studio. Hello, good evening. I'm to say. Hello, good evening. Ashaven, upon to say.
Upon your mind, I was way.
I don't call me too.
Mammy Falconia, son, I'm more about some program now. I watch Papa. I am with the mania send the Modiaco industry. Namamia Mudia Cosway industry no mining. On my any rest of man, I may born a basso from Coach. Over on industry no more. You better dance a minister, a tourism minister. Oba the way on this for 19 years. And now the power be even though some musician for president of war. Let's over be some movie for in the industry president. Just to be a go through and no more mutasini or more movie or be a because never says Sunya Prano, never culture center, never YACAC. Maybe a basis from air farming commercials on Messi Hamay. Not just why a butter, but the able president, John Damani Mama, and over his CNC, the real Messiah one day, Convention Baumubo program or Chatawali Baumubo program. When any Swadi will be on mining, I have baby to say President Mama Bao, and yet the Emilia so Christa 41 Wakano. Then it's not that here nor there, there is Oma Cano, and the Papa will Dimu Party Resoma. One with the pan, one with pine, and one with Teneno.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we're back to still. Remember, I wrap up now for you. Yeah, Paul, so we have just about 12 minutes. Move on, say Brianna. Socrates, Mammy, and Browser, and that's what I know, Mammy, say me, but to my MPP, now me interest the entertainment industry, and that's what I know, Mammy.
Well, and make I say, Nanado, fresh, say,
no, we see theaters across the.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I did about going here, power industry.
What the time to Swana?
Wait, you see. For the first 4 years now, Ghana for the share and Sano, you be concentrating on 3 areas: Agradaa, Kumasi, and the north. Tamale.
More capacity, more drawings, more BBI.
Oh yeah, is there already.
Is it necessary for the industry?
Oh yeah, idea about when you hear pa, and I make I say, so industry anymore. Obiti say, obiti say, ebo white. No share. Ni place or yewo National Theatre. From National Theatre, him be able to me aye enya the stage and the acoustics now here to do a good show. No, uko kumase Rexomanity and say ubisane say he fapa no betimi enya bo good show in Agradaa, Kumasi and in the north. Onya what am I say? Intino ni see ye bet try now already you know. PNDC time crampo no almost see Center for National Culture was small theaters be drew a certain level be seen then will be amfani sanka idea ye behwe na ye wie encosta hibia and even building these theaters so no enye ahibia wo hwe a lot of wastage e koso aban mu a e betimi build these theaters no times 100 what am I say
what do I know na don we e bi wo wana.
Enyama no me dey no me can dey Nanado beye. He is a doer, somebody you can trust. He on keke. Now, these are some of the things and many the share your manifesto ni nyina me be mo na utimi akan ni nyina step by step a job creation because that was the point say ade amode breme no job these are the things into share ni nyina no job creation job security say jobs na e be creating no e betimi enya structures are a big protected jobs no na mana wo hoda amaye. That is why everything in here is to protect and create jobs, create and protect jobs. Now maminka asembi minia Rex e can be about ene dwumedi omukodi ye no ene meka se mebo obo abaso this is obo's vision of year to abanama no o can say owo adwumapa or this two nani so stand for this training a year dear bakwa obo ekaye no obo etimiaye but okay bibi ye hwe ye and it is one of my key points me was say obo make sure and I know say Carlos Rex mpacho mo make sure say mo nane no into a university structure and no sa no na ebema nia
that's me
kanabem when say creative arts is talent based. What must say? Me nimo biya ya man ya can see ye here certificate and send ya mama keyboard. Ye tio keyboard no your friend is saying your boy my friend is saying kwame your boy me hu so biya ka say ope kwame your boy certificate and send wa friend is on me keyboard and na say ope Rexoma certificate and send wa mana beto nyom. No, it's to enhance your own your friend is saying talent, but certificate is not necessary. When it comes to the creative art, creative industry, it is you nurture natural talents. What am I saying? Then out there, your performance is your certificate.
But that's a serious statement to make.
No, I can say no, TME
twofold. Bakunya strictly because you are
no time in the time. Me say,
okay.
You share obia certificates. And sana ya management.
Performer, because they're born home.
Good. Performance no need here. The school is necessary. But you could focus on giving certificates.
A lot of talents,
a lot of talents. Okay. Me can see training in you.
Okay.
Training you good.
Okay.
First na ne binom ko so speakers ni niema ansa ne ye omotimi ya chiro mse ne bo guitar. Na bi ko to petition ba and is great ba ansa ne ya chiro mse ne bo guitar no. Sa time no etwam. What you must say and next year betimi a kire e wo school na eye. But me man end dwell on certificates. Na man nya say when this certificate in there na say unye but you focus on the training.
I see.
And no na me make.
Okay.
What must you make see training in here. But don't shape it in the university structure.
Okay. Kakra met me can say say me nua Socrates omo manifesto no ready ni me mpese obeba be ka say omo ba be renovate the already existent center of culture. Because India manifesto also new.
That's what he said.
Exactly.
Three. First three.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, manifesto. Yes, say there is already existent center for national culture.
Expanding.
Renovate. That is what we say. We
because culture center expanding why
no.
Refurbish the place, but acousticness and there. You need a complete setup to make people feel okay. 10 years back, so much challenge is say, you never call French countries, other countries, because I know. Who never be accurate to perform.
Exactly.
But this is the government who is trying to say that or set up all these things.
I am saying,
realistic targets.
I am saying, so the one who won, we have already existent structures so that expansion is far much more easier and realistic than going to build something completely new where you haven't proved to us where you are even going to get the money. Let me come back. When you are talking,
was it realistic? No. Based on your own
when you are talking, sorry, my brother. Now, okay. Now let me come back to Nasemo Kayane about certificates. Look. Tetino nana sabi omo creative arts industry no mo ko school se nkwala na omo ba na bebre ko school bebre wie at least SHS so what you say enunti I don't see any difficulty se obi whether or ye designer
be a sharp
be very very sharp so we will have two folds sabi omo ko school more raw talent no and no crampo no there can be a system of admonition.
But there's one doctor at Kolebu or two reggae.
Exactly. So we should use this to encourage Nkwalano Mobano.
But our fear is that don't kill talents because unikrate.
I understand. Yeah. That is why I make us say, look, that institution, a tertiary institution. Even universities are organized. Some professional programs, almost special professional programs are. Say, profession, they can still
consider.
Exactly. So it shouldn't be a worry. The most important thing they say, yang NDC4, you see, you started structures, and a makabako, you set up ministry, film bill will be passed. National Council of Creative Art is in place. You see, it's
not in place. Please. The law is not passed, so you cannot set up a council.
Interim is there.
The law that brings the setting up an interim is something that anybody at all can do.
The law is already. The law is already in Parliament.
But it's not been passed. If you've not passed the law, how can you set up a council? It's the law that brings the council. If the law has not been passed, you can't get a council. Are you setting up an interim something? It's just like me and you calling ourselves to say, hey,
any backing,
the law has not been passed. It's just a joke.
Listen,
it's just a joke.
For over 7 years before it became law. What are you talking about?
Please.
No.
Now, who structured the the April?
The question is
coming from 7 years.
Master,
yes, I'm a trust me.
And your law is just an act, an ally. And they said the Creative Art Council. It's an ally.
But the law has not even been passed. Okay. How do you set up an ally?
Minister has already send that into parliament.
Has it been passed?
But the thing is, every law be at that parliament.
Masa, and argument can't law. Won't say you are man for be yen sua see passing law is the law that brings the board. What to an among me bamba yen passing law.
Why they pass a law? Why they set? Why they did law no be parliament? Why? Maybe so there. Why they this law chrono be parliament? Minister no when they set that ministry up.
Oh, assembly.
About the tribu was setting the ministry up. Minister exactly. Was setting the ministry up.
Passing.
Tiamame was
passing law now, and some law now passing so no they are setting up. Your friend is saying law you passing.
Okay. Just a minute for you, Socrates. Gentleman
Nanado because one.
Not about the creative industry.
Not about the creative arts council. He's not corrupt. Nanado is not corrupt. To date, Obi and Obi Timidin and Sabo Bibi so say Nanado is corrupt.
All right, we're extending the
Obi Okan Katamanto, Okan Tamaonto, Okan Bediso.
John Mahama NDC.
The entire Yantuma John Mahama NDC, they say Obi Ogan have your back and Caribbean himself for the last 4 years. A near infrastructure development at John Mahama, I year Ghana has seen. Ogusu ya all lunch woman see a man 4 years kahwa obey wonders. Yantuma John Mahama because sebi you can't see corruption make corruption to say Adriania apply bon ayakata susi dem obi bana so ya muyeswa obi ante ne kankan John Mahama buy no buye so obi so deal with the corruption market impression say no na obi
okay
one more time we say
we all stand for peace Socrates Midasi, but you know the other side of it. Rex, so my time and I'm always leading secondary. Obo and you know first when didn't kujine women. We travel tafo see on ma. Let it tell you, hey, brother the boy.
There's a man for boy, you man for boy. I be by why don't go through your yes,
look at him.